89.1 FM, Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was No Matter What by Papa Roach. I super love Papa Roach. All their songs are great. I super love that song. Really, really good song. Anyway, so I'm here with you today. I have my top 10 coming up for you soon, and I have my word of the day and the song of the day, and I do have a funny story for you, which is actually pretty funny. Or at least most people would probably think it's really funny. Actually, everyone should think it's funny. But anyway, so I'll give you my word of the day real fast. The word of the day today is schnitzel. I don't know how to spell it, but this is how I roughly guess. I'm not sure if it's a real word or not. It's S-N-I-T-Z-E-L. That's how I spell it. I don't know if it's a real word or not, but it's a word my family uses for something that's very little and very tiny. We had a kitten named Schnitzel because she was like a runt and she was very tiny, but I don't know what happened to her. Like, I think she ran away or something. But she was very cute. Her name was Schnitzel, and so you can use that word now for small items and small organisms or whatever, so that assortments. We have 3 days grace and Pennywise coming up for you here soon. Then I will give you a weather update. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna here. I have some weather for you. It's a lot better today than it was yesterday. It was really hot yesterday, and the day before that, Saturday, super hot. It was like 100 degrees at my house, so it was kind of a joke. But it's much better today. Just so you might have a better day knowing that. So in Windsor, we're looking at 75 degrees and clear all day. The high of 88, which is a lot better than yesterday. And it's much cooler today, obviously. Yesterday, the high was 97, so that's kind of brutal. Fort Lupton, you're looking at 76 degrees and clear all day. High of 91. Better than yesterday, your high was 100.8 degrees. It's kind of gnarly. Loveland, you're at 79 degrees and clear all day. High of 90. And so the high of 90 today, yesterday your high was 103.8. So that's pretty gross. So luckily, it's a lot nicer today. And then in Greeley, we have 76 and clear all day. High of 90, and yesterday it was probably pretty similar, about everyone else's 100. Looks pretty nice for the rest of the week. I think in Greeley there is a chance of rain on Friday, so if you're doing something on Friday, maybe watch out for that. So I have my song of the day for you today. My song of the day today is Breaking Benjamin's The Diary of Jane. I super love Breaking Benjamin. All their stuff is wonderful. Their new album that came out not too long ago is fabulous in every way. It's called Dark Before Dawn, and I have it, I own it, I love it. I love every single song on it. Is a masterpiece, which is amazing because I think what I had heard is that all the members had left except for the vocalist, and they still have the exact same original sound, so it's amazing to me that the one band can do that. So there is that. So that's the song of the day. I'll play that here for you next. The Diary of Jane by Breaking Benjamin. And we have some Cage the Elephant coming up next for you as well. And I will have my top 10 list for you as well. So stay tuned for that because this is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. Until we close our eyes for good. 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 Aims.edu, the way radio should be. This is Anna here. I have my top 10 list for you here today, and I actually kind of like this list. I've been wanting to do this list for a little while, so now I'm going to do it today, because I just decided I wanted to do it today. So my top 10 list today is top 10 careers I've pondered about doing. So when I was a small child, the careers I thought that I would want to do, and obviously I'm not going to do now because I'm going to do radio, but it's just like things I always had thought would be really cool and really fun to do for the rest of my life. I didn't put radio on here because that's what I'm doing. So it's not something I'm pondering about. So I already know I'm going to do it. So I have my top 10 list. I will read it to you now. So my number 10 would be like a car mechanic. I remember, so I was in I think it was elementary school, and they made us take like this little quiz deal, just to tell you it's like what you should do with the rest of your life based on your personality. And I think it always came up for me to be a car mechanic, which it was kind of odd, but it would be kind of cool because I really do like cars. I don't know how they like work and stuff. And it's all really interesting how cars work and how they function and what all they do. I super really, really like cars. So that would be kind of cool for me, but I think it would be really hard for me to do because it'd be hard for me to wrap my head around how everything works and that different cars work differently than others. So it would be really cool, but it'd be kind of difficult for me to do. Number 9 would be a zookeeper. I super, super love animals, except for birds, which I'll talk about that later. But I super don't like birds at all, so that would not be fun. But I love animals. It would be really cool for me to be a zookeeper and take care of all the animals. And it'd be different, because it's not like taking care of like a dog or a cat. It'd be like really cool animals like bears and cats, and like the big cats like lions and stuff. But it'd be kind of hard for me to do, because I think a lot of those zookeepers have to know a little bit about animal anatomy. And that would bug me because I don't really like seeing the things that are supposed to be on the inside, on the outside, so that would also bug me. But being zookeeper would be kind of cool if I could do that. I probably wouldn't at this point in my life, but it would be kind of cool to do. Number 8 would be a comedian. I'd always thought about it because I think I'm funny. Sometimes I'm funny, but it would be kind of hard to do because you'd actually be really witty and you have to come up with stuff kind of on the spot and you'd have to be able to write your own material. That'd be really kind of hard for me to do. I'm a little bit better at improving things, but I always thought that would be kind of fun. My one idol for like comedian-ness is Jay Leno. He's one of the funniest guys ever. I went to one of his shows with my family and he's just rapid fire, just comes up with stuff right on the spot. He's hilarious. He's just like a master at his craft. So I think being a comedian would be really cool. I super like making people laugh. I like making people feel good, but I don't think I would be quite fit for that. But it would be really cool to do. Number 7, I would love to be a welder. I've seen what welders can do, and they can make, like, just not even, like, just putting things back together and fixing things, but they can make such cool pieces of, like, art and just make cool things with welding. And I think welding is just a really cool art form and, like, a cool way of doing things, and I would love to, like, maybe not do it for a career, but be able to be one of the artistic welders, because you can just make such cool stuff with welding, with metal and stuff. I've always wanted to learn how to weld, and I haven't learned how to do it yet. But I would love to do it sometime because it sounds like a ton of fun and be very cool to do. And number 6, I'm going to stop at my number 6. My number 6 would be a race car driver. When I was a kid, I thought it'd be really cool because I like going really fast on vehicles, except my car. It's a little different when I'm driving on the road. But I like driving fast on vehicles like motorcycles and jet skis and boats and stuff. So I always thought it'd be really fun to be a race car driver and race around. My dad did a little bit of racing as like kind of a hobby when I was younger, and I thought it would be really cool to do. But obviously as I got older, I decided it's kind of really expensive to do, and you have to be really focused on it. So obviously not something I would want to put a ton of money into if I'm not going to be able to get a lot out. So that is my bottom 10 for my top 10 list. I will continue my top 10 list later so that you can know what my other 5 careers I've always wanted to do. And then we have some Adelita's Way and Starset coming up for you. This is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Carnivore by Starset. Coming up next, I have some weather for you and some Aims news, and I have the rest of my top 10 list of careers I have pondered about. I have that coming up as well. And coming up, also, we have Spread Too Thin by Dirty Heads. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at aims.edu. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna for you. I'm going to finish my top 10 list here for you. If you didn't hear what the first 5 were, I will let you know now. So my number 10 was being a car mechanic. Number 9 was a zookeeper. Number 8, comedian. Number 7, a welder. And number 6, a race car driver. And this is, again, my top 10 list of careers I have pondered or thought about doing, but I'm probably not going to do. So I'm going to give you my next top 5. These ones I would actually still probably would like to do, but most of them are probably pretty not going to happen at this time in my existence. So I'm just going to let you know about these. Number 5, I super think it would be really cool to be a tattoo artist. I super love tattoos. The art of tattooing amazes me. I think tattooing is an awesome art form, and it's like just art that someone could have forever, something that really means a lot to them could be with them forever, and they could just show it off. And it's like part of people's personalities and part of people's like lifestyles is like tattooing. And I just think tattoos are so cool, and it'd be really cool to be a tattoo artist. I love watching like Ink Master. I love watching that show. It's my favorite show of all time. Just stuff like, I just love tattoos. They're just really cool. I would like to have lots of tattoos, although they're expensive. So, sorry, meme. I want tattoos. Sorry. Tattoos are really cool, though. I do think they're a really cool arts form. Although it'd be really hard to be a tattoo artist because you have to draw really well, and I'm not very good at that. So that obviously is not going to happen because I can't draw. So, but being a tattoo artist would be such a cool thing because you can hear about people's other stories and why they're getting certain tattoos and what's with that. So I think that would be really cool. Number 4, I think it would be also very, very awesome to be like a late night talk show host or be on like Saturday Night Live. Like, I love Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show. He's hysterical. I mean, I've talked about this to my family. It's like, he literally gets paid to be, like, a moron on TV. And that would be so much fun to do. Because no matter what you do, even if you look dumb doing it, it's funny and people enjoy it and people like it. It would be so much fun to do. And, like, SNL would be really cool. Because, I mean, you're acting, you're doing cool, funny skits, and you do all sorts of cool stuff that people really like. I would super like that because I like it to be funny and have, like, kind of a creative like an environment to kind of do whatever I want and be kind of dumb and do and things that would make people laugh. So I think that would be super fun to do. I think it obviously would be really hard to get into because you'd have to be like a comedian for a while, and it just takes a while to get up there, but it would be so cool to be able to do that. That would just be great to be like kind of like a moron on TV and just to like make people laugh. Would be awesome. Number 3, I always wanted to do this, probably not going to do it. Number 3, I would really like to be like in a band or like a singer or something. Obviously not going to happen. I can't play an instrument and I can't sing, but I always just like the idea of it. It just sounds like, I know a lot of people say it's like, well, being on tour sucks and like a lot blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, like I get that and I see that, but it's like, I don't know, just creating music is just really cool. I just really love music, and it'd be really cool to just create music that people can listen to, like create a new vibe and tell people like a story and just be there for like, because musicians are such huge influences on kids and people, and that'd be so cool to be one of those people that someone looks up to. And music is awesome, and I'd love to like express, like, it's just an awesome art form to express like thoughts and feelings and stuff through music. So I always thought that would be really cool. Obviously I'm not going to do it because I can't play an instrument and I can't sing, but I always thought that would be a super cool thing to do. Number 2, if I seriously wasn't like going to do anything with music, I probably would have been studying this. Number 2, I would love to be a paleontologist. If you didn't know what that was, it's a study of dinosaurs, essentially. I super have a weird obsession with dinosaurs. I'm kind of one of those weird people that likes really weird things, but I super like dinosaurs. I find them really interesting. I know a lot about them. Actually, last semester for my English class, I wrote like a 20-page paper about dinosaurs and how they're warm-blooded and stuff, but I super love dinosaurs. So everything about them is just really interesting. That they, like, it's weird to me that like these animals lived so long ago and they were just massive and cool and just, I don't know, they're just like these giant, awesome reptiles that just like roamed the earth for like millions of years, if you believe in that science stuff. But yeah, just dinosaurs are really cool. So I think if I seriously wasn't going to study music, I would probably be a paleontologist because I super love dinosaurs and I think they're really interesting. My number 1 career that I pondered about a lot, and I actually still would love to do this if I had the opportunity, I totally would jump on it. Number 1 would be a voiceover actor. I would love to like voiceover act like for cartoons, be like a voice actor for cartoons and stuff, or for movies, because I feel like I would be really good at it because I like to make really annoying noises and I like to make really funny sounds, and I like to have like cartoony voices sometimes to make people laugh, and I think it would just be so much fun because I love cartoons. Like my love for cartoons is huge, and it would just be so much fun to be able to voice a cartoon and have like that creativeness behind cartoons and have that cool voice that everyone like wants to listen to and everyone like can identify with. Like Invader Zim, I love doing the voices of all the characters in Invader Zim. I can do Gur, I can do Zim, I could do the tallest pretty well. I just really would think that would be such a cool thing to do, is like voiceover acting for like cartoons or anything like that. That would be super, super cool. So that is my top 10 list for you. So I'll just, to let you know what the top 10 list was. 10 was car mechanic, 9 zookeeper, 8 comedian, number 7 welder, 6 race car driver, 5 tattoo artist, 4 late night talk show / Saturday Night Live, 3 being in a band, 2 paleontologist, and number 1 voiceover acting. So that's what I always thought would be really cool for a career to do. So coming up, I have some weather and stuff for you, and so we have Skillet and Valley High School and Vent Hold coming up for you here soon. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Uptown Funk by Valley High School. Very cool cover. I have some weather here for you. In Windsor, we're looking at 76, clear all day, and high of 88. Much cooler than yesterday, thank God. Fort Lupton, we're looking at 78 degrees, clear all day, and a high of 91. Loveland, you're at 80 degrees, clear all day, and a high of 90. And Greeley, we're at 79 degrees, clear all day, and also a high of 90. I have some Aims news for you here. So on this Saturday, July 16th, there's the Aims car show and open house at the Windsor campus. Aims Student Radio will be there. It should be really cool. It's the annual car show on the Windsor campus, obviously. It's a free event, so it doesn't cost any money, so you should go, obviously, because it's free. And it has all sorts of vehicles and all sorts of cars, and that has trophies and door prizes. There's registration at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then there's tours of the automotive facility, so you can look around at that. There's also demonstrations and food vendors, so if you like food, there you go. Cars and food, it never can get better than that. And there will also be a new there will be an open house for the new Public Safety Institute that is next to the automotive building. So you should come out, see all the cool cars. It's from 9 a.m. to 2 o'clock, so make sure to go. It's this Saturday. Aims Student Radio will be there. I will be there. It should be a really cool, fun time. Who doesn't like cars? You should go see all the cool cars that are there, and it's free, so you should go. So I recommend going. I will be there. So that should be really fun. Coming up, I do have a funny story for you. It actually kind of relates to my top 10 list, but it should be really funny, I promise. So then we have some Avenged Sevenfold, Owl Nation, and Offspring coming up here for you soon. This is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. Hey! 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at aims.edu/radio. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. How's it going? It's Anna here for the last hour of my show. This is 90s at noon. As most of you know, we play 90s music at noon. So that's going on right now. Coming up, I will have a weather update and some Aims news coming up for you soon. And then I will have my funny story. It is pretty funny, so you should stick around for that. Coming up, we have TLC, Snap, House of Pain, and Will Smith coming up for you on Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Miami by Will Smith. I have a weather report for you. Nothing much has changed from earlier. At Windsor, we're looking at 78 degrees and clear all day, high of 89. Much nicer than yesterday because it was about 97 yesterday. Fort Lupton, we're looking at today is right now 79. Clear and a high of 90. Much better than yesterday. Yesterday was 100.8. That is pretty gross. Loveland, we're looking at 83 degrees and clear, and the high is supposed to be 89, so you're getting closer to the high. But much better than yesterday, which was 101.7. That's also very gross. And Greeley, we're at 82.3 degrees, if you want to be exact, and clear all day and a high of 90. And Greeley looks like there's a chance of a thunderstorm, 40% chance on Friday. So if you're trying to do something outdoors Friday, maybe watch out for that. So weather looks pretty good for, this week. It's not gonna be blazing hot again like it was this last weekend. That was pretty warm. Would not prefer that again. But it's not too bad. Still pretty hot, but not as hideous as it was. I have some Aims Aims news for you. So on this Saturday, July 16th, is the Aims car show with an open house on the Windsor campus. Aims Student Radio will be there. It's at a free event. They have it's a car show. It's a free event with all types of cars, all types of vehicles, all types of stuff. There's trophies and door prizes as well. There's going to be food and demonstrations there, so go because everyone loves food. There's tours of the automation facility, or the automotive facility, excuse me. That would be really cool to go wander around and see. Even if you're not super in the cars, that would be kind of cool to see. And then there's also an open house for the new Public Safety Institute that is right next to the automotive building. So it sounds like a lot of fun. I'm really excited because Aims Student Radio is going to be there. I just love car shows in general. I'm really hoping to see maybe a Ford Model A, maybe. They're one of my favorites. It should be a really fun thing, though. So make sure to go. It's a free event with food and cars. It doesn't get any better than that. So make sure you go. Don't forget about that. So coming up, we have some Aliyah. I probably said that wrong. Eve 6 and Spice Girls. And I will have my funny story for you, which is pretty funny. So don't miss out on that. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be.
Are you facing...
Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna here. This is the last part of my show, and I saved best for last, or at least I think so. I have my funny story for you. I know some of you have been waiting to hear my funny story, so here it is. My funny story is kind of related to my top 10 list. When I was talking about being a zookeeper, and I said I didn't want to deal with birds, this is why. I'm going to talk about why I am afraid of birds. The reason I am afraid of birds, and what made me be so afraid of birds. I am terrified of birds, even the little bitty ones, especially the extremely large ones. The only bird that doesn't really bug me is hummingbirds because they kind of just do their own thing. They're kind of really cool looking, but that's the only one that I can stand. Everything else, no, I'm afraid of. I don't want to be near them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to touch them. I don't like anything about them. I'm very afraid of them. So here's why, and this is the list, not a list, but this is the reasons why I'm afraid and what happened in my life to make me be afraid of birds. So if you're around me and you're like, why are you being so weird? I'll be like, there's probably a really weird bird over there that's really big and it's going to eat me or something. Because I seriously think birds will probably eat me or chase me or bite me or something. I'm very, very scared of that happening to me. So this is why I am afraid of birds. So the very first, this is probably the exact reason why I'm afraid of birds, because a lot of people have childhood trauma that makes them afraid of certain things. I know there's a girl who was afraid of dogs because when she was little, I think something happened. But so this is kind of one of those experiences. So when I was little, I was at the zoo with my family. I don't even know how old I was. I was really little. I think it was 4 or 5 or 3. I don't know. One of those. So we were at the zoo, right? So we're chilling at the zoo, we're eating food, and I had some french fries because I'm cool and I eat french fries. So this peacock, since apparently there's peacocks are allowed to walk around at the Denver Zoo, there's this peacock came up because they all wander around. They came up and they wanted to eat my food because people usually feed them, which you shouldn't do. Don't feed those because then they want food from everyone else. So this peacock wanted to come and eat my french fries that I had, and I was like, no, these are my french fries. And so my mom's like trying to make it go away. She's like, shoo, yeah, go away. And it like wouldn't leave me alone. It like really, really wanted my french fries for some reason, or it just really didn't like me. So either case, it still wouldn't leave me alone. So my mom literally had to fight it off and make it go away. I think she said she like grabbed its neck, was trying to make it move. She was trying to push it. It wouldn't leave me alone. It was literally like attacking me for my french fries. So it's probably reason number one why I'm afraid of peacocks. And everyone's like, I love peacocks. They're so pretty. And I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with them because they're creepy. I don't really like going to the Denver Zoo for that reason because peacocks wander around. Like the geese that are there that like kind of hang out there, I can kind of deal with because they kind of just chill themselves. But peacocks, man, I can't do those. I cannot do that. But my mom saved my life from a peacock when I was a small child, so that was a pretty cool deal. Also, another reason why I don't like birds, I played soccer when I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7. My mom had coached the team, and I decided this certain day, I decided I wouldn't play anymore because it wasn't very fun and nobody passed me the ball because I was 6. So I decided, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go wander around. So I decided to go wander around. I decided to go pick dandelions because dandelions are pretty. Everyone, they're weeds, obviously, but they're cute. So I was like 6. So I was picking them, and I was picking them with my little sister Holly. So we were picking dandelions, right? So so everyone keeps saying it was a prairie chicken, but I'm pretty sure it was a quail. But so the joker at our house, it was a quail. I'm going to write that on my tombstone when I die because it was a quail. I will die on that statement. A quail came and attacked me and my sister. We were just picking dandelions. We weren't doing anything. And this quail-looking bird or prairie chicken, whatever you want to call it, came up and started yelling at us and chased us around. So that was also very scary. It was a big bird, too. I'm pretty sure it was a quail because it had like the little weird feather on the top of its head that like does that thing. So that is why I'm afraid of birds, because birds have attacked me, and I didn't like it, was not a fan. I remember this one time, I don't know where we were, but it was some sort of fair, and they had, like, we were walking through, like, all the animals, like all the goats and all the rabbits and all the little animals, and there's this bird section where all the turkeys and big birds were, and my dad was walking by. I don't know what he's doing, but he had his phone in his pocket, and this turkey started pecking at his phone like he was trying to call somebody. That was kind of creepy, because why would a turkey be pecking at my dad in the first place? But that was creepy. So birds, I don't like them. I find them creepy. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I don't like their feathers. I don't like their eggs. I don't like anything. So that is why I am afraid of birds. If you wondered why I'm such a weirdo and don't like them, that is exactly why. So that's pretty much it for me today. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Aims Student Radio. We post all sorts of cool stuff. You can see all the stuff that we posted from this last weekend at Eaton Days. That was pretty cool. That was really fun. And then we'll probably post some stuff this weekend at the Windsor Car Show that you should make sure to go to because it's a free event. So make sure you go, and Aims Student Radio will be there. And there's food vendors and everything. So go and look at the cool cars in Windsor. Have a fun day on Saturday. Go ahead and do that. So I'm going to let you all go and listen to the rest of 90s at Noon. I hope you all have a good day. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be.